Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss Green Code, a new Kentucky bourbon in a paper bottle. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Steinkamp and Lenny Eckstein.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey-o.
Hey-o. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about Green Code, a new bourbon that comes in a paper bottle. McNew's going to give her an endorsement. We'll see if she can convince the rest of us to get on board for this one. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, Steinkamp said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, sir?
There is. So my son is going to get married next month. And as with any marriage coming up, the wife and I would like to maybe drop a few pounds before we have to take all those pictures, right?
Sure.
So she has asked me to hide the snack cakes in the house. So I've been hiding them because I got to have my snack cakes. So that leads me to oh man, the sweet tooth is horrible. It's great though. What is your favorite snack cake or snack like Little Debbie, Hostess, etc.?
Okay.
I know this might raise some controversy, Lenny, with you. I don't know if you're even going to eat a snack cake, but if you had
to eat a snack cake, Lenny. Very processed.
I don't buy them because I do love them so much. And the original Hostess cupcakes, they're my favorite. And I eat them upside down, like cake part first, look out the middle, and then like eat the edges to like bite.
It's a whole system.
It's a whole system, and they're fucking delicious.
Have you considered posting a video of that for your fans?
I mean,
on the 4th of July.
I think, like, I would start an OnlyFans just for that, and then
McNew eats Hostess cupcake. It's the number one watched video.
I will leave it up for 72 hours, getting paid, and then deleting it all.
Sure.
They have a new birthday cake, Hostess cupcake, that is really good.
Really good. Chocolate. I think they did a red velvet for a while. And that's my favorite cake, but I didn't like that. I like the original chocolate Hostess cupcake.
They are much smaller than when we were kids.
Yeah, this is true.
It's ridiculous.
I'm still not trying to eat a box of them because I don't.
Oh yeah.
Is that real? They got smaller. We didn't just get bigger.
Oh no, they definitely got smaller.
Oh yeah. Huh. Yeah. Lenny, how about you? Again, this isn't necessarily your thing, but let's play the game. We got to play the game.
I mean, I'll get down with dessert here and there, especially when I'm on vacation. But it wouldn't usually be in a like plastic package. Like I might go for that. Tiramisu or something like that, but that doesn't come in a package. If it did, I'd be all about it.
No, stop.
So I'm digging deep. When I was a kid, I don't know if you guys have this in St. Louis. We definitely don't have it in Colorado. But where I grew up outside of Philadelphia, Tasty Cakes was based out there, and they have the butterscotch crimpets.
Okay.
That, there's probably an equivalent.
I think you've talked about butterscotch crimpets on this show before. Yeah,
I might have.
Cincinnati, and you can get them at gas stations. I remember.
Okay.
I'm going to order
that's
some
where
off
they sell
Amazon.
them.
I bet you Amazon's got them. The
Yeah, for
Amazon's
sure.
got
I mean,
them.
if you look it up,
Amazon,
you'll see 'em.
Walmart, yeah, they're
Butterscotch
everywhere.
Pippins. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they come in other varieties, but I think the butterscotch weird.
I'm going to get a
greasy
packet
icing
of
on top.
those. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
I'll
if
do a
I
video
had
of me
too much to
eating
drink,
those.
I would eat one right
Okay.
now. But
Okay, fair enough. I'm not a snack cake guy either. Not that I don't like desserts or anything like that, but I don't know where it fits in. It's not really a dessert-ish for me. I'm not going to eat a meal and be like, I'm going to get a snack cake. So is it a meal replacement? Is it just a snack? I don't know what they are. On a road trip, if I've been up early in the morning and I'm driving and I stop and I just want to grab something quick to go, and there's not like a restaurant where I can get something, if I had to grab a snack cake, it would be the Hostess fruit pie, like the cherry.
oh, like a hand pie.
Oh,
Yeah, the hand pie. I like
Yep.
that one.
Crackers
I do like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
a
good
little
call.
much.
it is. But
It
look
is.
at me. Look at me versus you, Lenny. I'm
No,
huge.
that's not what I mean. I'm not talking about your girlish figure. I'm saying like when you bite into them, it's just so much stuff.
That's
Like,
true.
It's like,
Because there's
That's true.
like
frosting
if they
on the outside. There's the crust, and then
Yeah,
there's
that's like the
fruit
glaze.
filling.
It's
That's
like a
what
dried
Yeah.
glaze, of course. And
Like
Yeah,
the
you're gonna
breading
make a
is
mess
awesome.
if
it's
you're.
good. It breaks apart as you bite it.
Yeah,
that
it's
Yeah.
tricky.
You gotta,
That's a
you gotta
tough
be
one to
careful.
eat and drive. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I can do it though.
Oh, I've done it too.
Yeah.
Don't they make a Boston cream pie version?
Yes, they do.
I don't
Yeah.
know about Hostess, but people do. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
coconut cream pie.
Hostess
Whatever it
usually
is.
does like fruit. There's like an apple that's delicious. There's a cherry. I think there's like a blueberry. Those are.
I don't think so anymore. I think it's just apple and cherry. Now, they used to do,
Oh.
in the summer, they used to do strawberry, which was the best of all of them. When they had that Hostess fruit pie, the strawberry, now I'd be into it. That I would grab. If they bring that back, I'd be on it. But
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
There's
right, Steve.
I have to tell you, these are a breakfast food. At least when I was growing up, because my mom did not do breakfast, and we were always late to the bus. So
grab
she's
them,
either
though.
chucking a Pop-Tart at us cold, or you can get a snack cake, anything
you
in
can
plastic.
heat up your Pop-Tart too, by the way.
No, you absolutely
can't-
not.
But if you heat it up, you can't chuck it at someone.
You can't chuck it at someone's head.
That's dangerous.
You can
Yeah.
absolutely take a Hostess cupcake for breakfast. That was acceptable. You can have a
Okay.
fruit pie for breakfast. That's
Okay,
a breakfast
well,
food.
that's a good breakfast then. All right. Steinkamp, what were you saying? I'm right about what?
Yeah, so mom and dad, they get these fruit pies at Walmart called JJ's,
Okay.
and they have all the weird flavors: strawberry and cream, blackberry, peach pie, blueberry, lemon, and then there's a banana cream.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And they're good too, huh?
Well, I mean, it's still it is what it is, but
Do they
yeah,
buy them at Amazon or at a local
No,
store?
at Walmart. They get them
At
at the Walmarts.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah,
that's
but
a store I
otherwise,
hope I
you're
never
right,
go in
it's-
again. I hope I never go to
I'm with
Walmart
you.
again.
I'm
Oh,
with you.
trying.
But where they live out in the rural
I get it.
Missouri, you're going. That's
Yeah.
where you're going.
Yeah, you don't
I
have a lot
get
of
it.
options. Walmart.
Yeah.
And also, while we were talking, the Hostess cupcake is almost half the size that it originally was.
Oh.
Jeez.
Half
They're
the-
160
Bad
calories
cupcake one.
each now.
Okay.
And we're double the size.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
True.
It's weird.
How did that work out like that? Yeah.
Michelle Obama is what the kids would blame that on when she got all that.
She went after
Sugar's
him.
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Steinkamp, you asked the question. What is your selection?
The clear cut winner for me, and all my nephews and nieces will tell you this too. It is the Little Debbie zebra cakes.
The zebra cakes. Okay.
Love the zebra cakes.
Okay.
And just like McNew, there's a whole system. You gotta eat all the outside
See?
before you go to the inside. Yep, love them.
Nobody's giving Twinkies any love. I feel like those are like an original snack cake, and we're
Yeah.
not on the radar on this
No.
group.
No.
Too moist.
McNew agreed with it. She does not like
Yeah.
moist. So that's,
They are.
you were, she concurred.
We actually served Twinkies at the Deer Hammer tasting room for a while, and even did these little mini short pipettes as bourbon injectors into them.
No.
Went over pretty well.
Really?
Huh.
Bring it back. Yeah.
I like a Twinkie. Like if you were to do strawberry shortcake instead of buying those little round shortcakes, a Twinkie in those is pretty fucking
Yeah.
great.
I could see where what Lenny did is going over because everyone
Yeah.
is nostalgic. They've had Twinkies when they
Yeah.
were a kid. I haven't had a Twinkie in I don't know how long, years
Yeah,
and years,
me
decades
neither.
perhaps.
Right.
But yeah, you do something like that. And it's like, okay, so you've got it, a little pipette of bourbon. That gets where I'd try it, and then so now I'd
Yeah.
be back on the Twinkie.
yeah,
thing.
it's like the novelty and the nostalgia. That would be fun.
Exactly.
I would
That's
like
it hits on a couple things there and again, kind of like Lenny said before, what he'll do on vacation is different. Well, and I get you've got regulars and there's people locals, but most people are coming in, they're just visiting, and they're kind of like, this is indulgent, but we're having some fun. Let's get the Twinkie with the pipette of whiskey. So yeah.
Have you guys ever had a deep fried Twinkie, like a fair or anything?
Yeah, I live in Indiana. It's a fucking specialty at our state fair.
Yeah, I had.
So
I don't
fucking
like
good.
Oh, I don't like it.
I can't do it.
Deep fried Oreos.
I can't do that either. It's too much.
It's too much. And that stuff when they deep fry it, that oil just tastes bad to me. It just,
it is
like,
bad.
like funnel cakes and that. There's things that are fried in oil that I like, but I don't like that stuff. It tastes like the oil. Something's wrong with it, but it probably is.
They just fried chicken wings.
Right.
And it's also $15 fucking for something I'm going to take 2 bites of and be over.
Yes, yeah, you're right, McNew. We're at the county fair again in Mom and Dad's rural Missouri area a couple years ago, and all the nephews and nieces, we want deep fried Twinkies, and so I bought it, and they each took like 1 bite, and they were like, "Oh, it's so sweet, it's so rich." I'm like, okay, there goes that. Now get us deep fried Oreos. No.
Oh, I'm going to pick one, and you can each take different bites off one part.
Yes.
That's all you're eating anyway.
Yep.
Figure it out.
Yeah. All right. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? We will start with Lenny. Lenny, our champion, our current champion. Let's see what he's got this time.
I've got a bottle of Mad River Straight Bourbon, I believe, out of Vermont.
Okay. That's very good.
Ooh, that's
very good.
strong.
Solid. A slight squeak, but overall, very good form. Very good form. Steinkamp, you're next.
I have the Yellowstone, the ABV Barrel pick.
Okay. Okay. Decent, but not enough. Not as good as Lenny's.
Not enough to beat. No.
Not as good as Lenny's. All right. McNew is next.
So Lenny's was really good, and I already fucked this bottle up this weekend. I broke the cork, and I have flyers out today. But it is Circle City Whiskey Company. They're bottled in Bond. I love their stuff, but Drew, your corks, fuck them. So nothing's happening there.
All right, Lenny's got her lead. I'm going Green River Foolproof, and just picked this up at the distillery recently. So let's see what we got here. No. Squeak.
It was close, though.
That was close.
Than any miss. How is that, Colonel?
Oh, it's great. It's really good. So the Foolproof, let's see, this batch comes in at 117.3. It's good. Price is good. It's like $35. I mean, it's good.
Oh my gosh! All right, I'll have to check that out. Thanks. Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about this new whiskey served in a paper bottle. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
It's JP Knobloch. I have nice hair on the ABV Bourbon Daily Show.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about an eco-friendly bourbon called Green Code, served in a paper bottle.
Yes, we are. So here's the deets, as they say. So it is a Kentucky straight bourbon. So this is a Kentucky straight bourbon. It's a paper bottle made up of 94% recycled paper. It does look like a bottle versus, like McNew said, not one of those things that's basically a milk carton. It's not. Doesn't look like that. It looks kind of like a bottle, but just different.
It looks nice. It's aesthetically pleasing. I will give them.
Inside, I don't know what the point of the paper bottle is, because inside, what really holds the whiskey is a bladder. Let's say, let's call it a food grade. It says pouch, but let's call it what it is. It's a bladder. So it's got the.
So it's like bagged wine, like boxed wine has the.
Yeah. Yeah. And can they really get those things neutral? I don't know. It's like, I'm telling you, for me, drinking water out of a plastic bottle versus out of like the can, or like even just a glass of water out of a glass, I can taste the difference. Or a plastic glass versus, a glass. I can taste the difference, but I don't know. I don't like this idea of the pouch. I'm not into it. But it's 5 times lighter than glass. That's going to help with your shipping and stuff like that. You're going to save money on that, so that's good. 84% lower carbon footprint. So yeah, if you're into environmentalism and helping the world out, that's going to be a good thing. It keeps it shielded from light. I don't know that anybody that we hang out with has an issue with light damaging their whiskey, but that's going to be one of their selling points, because you can't see the whiskey, of course, in the paper bottle. So they're going to say, well, this is a good thing. They're going to spin it for you and tell you that's a good thing. 96 proof, $50, and it is put out by somebody who's very aggressive out there these days, coming out with a lot of products, World Whiskey Society. So we need to do a show just on them. Who are they? Why are they coming out with all this stuff? What's the deal? It sounds like a club or something, but in reality, it's a pretty big producer these days of sourced whiskey. So, what do you guys think of this? Just based on this, we're not tasting it or anything like that. Any thoughts on the paper bottle?
I mean, is that their not knowing much about them, and I'm certainly not trying to discredit anyone's efforts, but that's what I do first.
Right.
Is that their value proposition?
I think it is.
So
it's really about the fact it's in this paper. I think they're going after the people who like recycled and environment and all, because they have a lot of other products. They're all in glass, by the way. It's not like the World Whiskey Society. So it's this one product that's coming out like that. So I think they're trying to make some sort of statement, I believe. I'm just guessing. I'm not their spokesperson. I'm just guessing.
I feel like I like their packaging. I think it's a pretty bottle, but I think it's like those brands that say like it is gluten-free. Like they're trying to like get a certain audience, right? Like the gluten-free people are like, yeah, it is. Even though all alcohol is essentially gluten-free, these people are like, it's eco-friendly, yay! Even though there's plastic inside it. I mean, it's a selling tactic.
Yeah. Anytime they're telling me things that I don't need, or to my benefit, I don't like. It's like when you go to a hotel and they're like, we don't have anybody come by your room to clean it up because it saves on the environment or whatever, or you can reuse your towels because it saves the environment. Well, no, in the end, what you care about is it saves you money. This is why you're doing these things, not because you think that these big hotel chains care about the environment at all. No, they only care about the environment on things that save them money. Then they care. Yeah.
Well, this is the interesting question, though. what is the price? I know what the price of the whiskey is. It's like $50, right?
50
Something
bucks,
like that. Yeah. But what is the cost per package of that? Is it really cheaper than a bottle?
I would think so.
Just glass. I mean,
You think?
I don't think so. I
don't
think
think so either.
Based
when
on
you
the
buy
small
glass
quantity,
like
nature.
if
when you buy the amount that Lenny
Diageo was
does-
buying this, it absolutely would be. If you buying quantity glass versus paper, I would again. This is a small release. Yeah, it probably is more expensive.
Yeah.
because they're only doing so much. It would, and I wouldn't think this is a huge release by any means. So yeah, probably it's more expensive, but I think somebody like a Diageo, if they really took to this, it could be the cheapest packaging out there.
I think this is a weird one from the angle of, and what do I know? Maybe they're right, and it's wildly successful. But so if I am looking to buy water that doesn't just come out of a faucet, and I go down the aisle and I see all these plastic bottles, part of me goes like, do I want to do that? And then I see canned water with a cool skull on it and think, done. I'm doing that because I can crush the can, and whether I'm right about this or not, I think it's a easier stream for recycling than plastic bottles are.
Yeah, I would think so.
Pretty sure. So I think that is and it's also like a single use. I'm opening it, I'm drinking it. It's not like I'm going to put the cap back on and leave it in my shelf for 6 months or more.
Right.
So I think like there's an avenue for that sort of mindset towards water, as an example. But for bourbon or any whiskey, I don't know. I mean, I have seen brands. I know of a brand that does a thin aluminum bottle, and their angle is, hey, if you're going on a river trip or going hiking, this is the solution. And they're right. Like if you're on a river trip, you don't want to bring a glass bottle with you. It sucks because it can crack, and then you got to deal with that. In this case, I just don't know that their audience cares enough. But
Yeah,
hey, again, maybe I'm wrong.
That's us reading the interview, and they say, it's for the pool and the golf course where you can't bring glass. I feel like it's one of those, Akeley, I've heard you say before, it's a one bottle purchase, right? You're not, you're going to buy it because it's unique and different. And then, let's say that we're going to go paper bottles going forward. Well, then you start running into some of the problems that we heard Wes Henderson talking about on the Bourbon Show, where you don't know how much is in there. And you can't see it. And how, if you're a bartender, how are you going to measure that? Now you've got some kind of dipstick you got to put in there or weigh it. Or
literally, if you listen to the Wes Henderson, that's what they've done. That's a promotional item. They're sending out the bars and that. It's like a little dipstick you put in there, and it tells you how much you have left because you can't see inside his bottles. There's no like release
solid
at all. Yeah,
color. Yeah, they're white or they're black. So you can't tell. So how that's a whole nother issue. Wes had a great, his solution was fantastic. Well, you just buy two so you don't run out. But yeah, there's other issues that are going to go with that. I don't know. I'm passing on the. I know what a paper straw does. I don't want a paper bottle.
So I would talk about that too, Steinkamp, because I am a paper straw hater. They ruin. They're nasty. They're disgusting.
Everyone is.
They ruined it. My drink got ruined by this.
Get a paper straw. Like, give me nothing if you're going to serve.
They do. I don't know why they try to force feed us because it did not work. You'd get those goddamn straws and you'd put it in, and my God, 3 minutes later the thing is just mush, and you're like, what the hell's going on here?
It ruins.
Because we saw one video with a turtle with a straw. And don't send your emails to me. Send them to Akeley. It's his podcast. But good God, there aren't any sea turtles in St. Louis, Missouri. Give me a plastic straw.
Also, I'm pretty sure a paper straw would get stuck in their nose also.
Exactly.
Good point, Lenny.
That's a good point, Lenny.
Just saying.
But I do kind of like this, like Lenny was saying, like if you're going on a raft trip or whatever. I don't do that, but in the thoughts of travel alone, like I don't.
You don't go on a raft trip or
don't like taking bottles. Like I just think they're cumbersome to travel with. They're annoying. I would prefer paper over glass maybe in that instance. I don't know, but it is kind of like a one and done. I'm gonna get it because it's a novelty and then probably never buy it again. But
yeah, I have these things called flask. I take on those.
Exactly. Or if you're trying to be super sneaky, you dump the stupid Coke out of the bottle and pour your bourbon in there.
Yes. Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah, they're solving a problem that's been solved already, I think.
Yeah.
It is Interesting, though, that you could change up the outside of your bottle pretty quickly, right?
Oh, yeah.
Since it's just paper and
it's a paper covering to the paper bottle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Interesting things, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it was a pretty label though. It was like artistic. It had a little bird and some horses and shit on there. Not sure what was happening in the scene, but it was nice looking, I guess.
Yeah.
I wish them success. I just don't know that I mean, if they're making fantastic product, I'm in, but I want to know what I'm buying and why I'm buying it. And like, if I'm buying a bottle of investment whiskey, it's because I trust the distillery it came from and the individual who's doing creative things with it. But I don't want those creative things to simply be packaging. Like, it has to be.
That like
Truth.
it's $50 and we know we can get Green River for $30 and it's great bourbon. I don't know if this is great or not. I don't really want to spend $50 on it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not spending 50 on a novelty thing that's going to sit on my
if
shelf.
it were like $29, $30, I'd be like, fine, whatever. But I don't think it could be. It's only 96 proof though. I don't want to spend $50.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So
I do wish them all the luck, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So there you go.
I'm out.
There you go. So we'll see what happens, and if it catches on in any way, that'll be the interesting thing. So they're kind of first out of the gate to really do this. So we'll see what happens. We'll wrap this up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Lenny, we'll start with you.
you can find me and the rest of Deerhammer on social media at Deerhammer, on the webs at deerhammer.com, and come visit us in beautiful Buena Vista, Colorado.
Steinkamp.
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Investment Whiskey, and then on the webs at Investment-Whiskey.
All right, McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us. The ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. We're online, abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For our audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
See y'all. Bye.
See you guys.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.